Today's the 30th of March 2010, and by the Hebrew calendar I think today is the 15th of Nisan, which makes it the day that the Warsaw uprising began in the ghetto, the Warsaw ghetto uprising, and so that makes it a sort of, I think that's right, I don't really know much about Hebrew calendar, that makes it a suitable moment to film a bit of the Warsaw ghetto. And this, I'm now in the southern part of the ghetto. It is in fact not all that right to talk about the ghetto uprising here, because there was no uprising here. This part of the ghetto was actually liquidated in August of 1942, and there it was moved further to the north, and so there was no uprising here at all in this part of the ghetto. But I can start off by showing, this is ulica Ogrodowa, and this one, other one is ulica Biała. And I'll start with this house here. And this house, now this obviously is not original, and there's very little original stuff here, but that place in front, some geezer called Yusuf Lewandowski, who I think was a communist, and he lived there. He actually lived there in the this block when it was in the ghetto, and he was murdered by the Nazis in September 42, so I presume he was actually taken from here and deported to Treblinka. He was then 47 years old, being born in 1895. There weren't many communists, certainly not in the ghetto, because those that had been communists earlier in their life and had gone off to the Soviet Union were in fact murdered by Stalin. Although in those days most of the communists were Jews. So that was that. So we'll keep walking down, and there's somebody's got the same car as me. So he's also got the same security system in as me, so we've got a lot of similar tastes, and maybe we'll hang around to share those tastes. This is ulica Biała, and these are buildings from the 1950s. Now, the point of me saying about the Hebrew calendar earlier was because today's this evening starts the second day of Passover, so I suppose today's the first day. And it was on Passover 1943, which happened to be 3 weeks later than is this year, that the uprising started. There's a nice new building.